Hey everyone, Kyle once again. Welcome back to another movie review, and first of all, I want to apologize in advance because I'm wondering how my voice is a little bit low because I recently had a sore throat, so my voice's tone is a little bit lower, so I'm still getting over it though. But still, regardless, I'm not gonna let sore throat stand in the way of my what I like to do. So just want to apologize for that. But anyway, back to another movie review, and I'm now going to get into the sequel to Atlantis, The Lost Empire, initially called Atlantis, Milo's Return. Now, the first film which I reviewed, I really do enjoy the sequel. I really do enjoy the first film. Um, the first film, it was like I say, a very well animated film. The voice cast were good. It were great. Michael J. Fox, James Gardner, and etc. And also the last film that Jim Varney did. When he passed away. Before it was this film, which the first film was released a year after when Jim Varney passed away. So yeah, but explain that the film underperformed at the box office. And even though it made money overseas, all to make it worldwide altogether, but still it underperformed in the U.S. though. So since it didn't do well at the box office here in the U.S., so they canceled. They canceled. They were gonna make a sequel, which was titled called Shards of Chaos, but they canceled it. They even canceled an underwater attraction that Disney was gonna make, and then they canceled a TV series. It was called Team Atlantis. You know, but here Milo's return. They consisted of this film is consisted of three shorts, which was gonna be 3 episodes from the canceled TV series. So this is pretty much close to a series as we're gonna get because it consists of technically 3 episodes because each one is 3 shorts. 3 segments. So that's pretty much what you're gonna get though for a TV show. So it's not called Team Atlantis. This is called as a sequel as Atlantis: Milo's Return. And there was also other episodes there were also episodes of TV series. One was they were gonna look it up. They were looking at other different legends. One the Loch Ness monster and uh, another one called Puck, and also another one called the Terracotta Warriors. So that would have been like 3 more different episodes. And there was also going to also be another episode that never got made. Is that they were going to do like a crossover. They were going to have an appearance from Demonia from Gargoyles. Disney's Gargoyles. Which in the show, she originally, she liked Goliath, but they had 2 different ways, and she becomes potential villain throughout the series. Yeah, and they were and Marina, who was voiced also by Marina Sirtis, who played Counselor Troy from Star Trek Next Generation. She voiced her in the series, and they were going to have her voice the character again in the crossover episode of Team Atlantis. But even looking up that with the plot was going to be like a hunter known as Fiona Conmore, who was a friend of Dr. Sweet. And they were gonna try to bring using it as I guess it was like Demonia as a statue, and they were bringing her from all the way from Paris. Bring her into Paris, to kill humans, I guess something like that, And there was and looking at more, just looking at more. Listen, I apologize for the tone of my voice, like I said, but I'm doing it as fine as I can, though. But looking up also, they also had differences that the two of the monsters like Puck and the Loch Ness monster were also in gargoyles, I guess, and there were different ways they did with it. So eventually, they eventually didn't do it all together, But which is stupid. I would like to see a crossover, That would be an interesting crossover with this, with Atlantis and gargoyles, because since they're both Disney, I would like to have seen that though. But sadly, series, all different things for the first film's future got canceled and everything, since it didn't do well at the box office, So that's just too bad though. So yeah. So this was released on direct to DVD, and has a much lower rating on IMDb and Rotten Tomatoes, than the first film. Like on Rotten Tomatoes, the first one had like a 48%, I think, I recall, on Rotten Tomatoes, but this didn't have one on the the thermometer, but audience voted for a 27% on Rotten Tomatoes. So, and also lower on IMDb as well. This is a 4.9. I think the first one had like a 6.6 or 6 point. So I think it was like 6.6 or 6 all the way through 6.9. I forget what though, but I forget though. But now, sorry, I'm just eating a piece of a Pop Tart here, so another piece of a Pop Tart. Pop Tart. I apologize for my tone. I'm starting to sound like I'm not all there though, but believe me, I'm still going to do this regardless though. So I'm not going to get this in the way of reviewing a movie, So yeah. So the film, we get into the first segment. So it takes place after the first film. Milo is now living in Atlantis, with Kita, and the whole thing was almost all the original cast from the first film re-inspired their roles, but except for Michael J. Fox, who voiced Milo. Instead, James Arnold Taylor voices him, and of course, Jim Varney, who voiced Cookie. Of course, he passed away, so we get another different actor voicing him. So, the name of Steve Barr, who voices him now. Kita is now queen, of Atlantis, and the whole gang, including Mr. Whitmore, they go to Atlantis, and there are reports of a mysterious creature that's sinking ships, and he assumed it was another Leviathan, the giant mechanical lobster that attacked the submarine in the first film. They assumed it was another one out there, So, in order to solve the mystery of what it is, they built these mini subs to go underwater or find what it is, and which turns out it wasn't, They put together that it was called, the tentacle monster called the Kraken, the giant squid-like monster, And first they don't know how to stop it, but they get to this, they ran ashore, up on the surface, and they get to this town, and they find something is off, the whole town seems empty though, but there's people there, but everyone's acting strange, like they talk to this woman who owns this inn, like eyes wide open, and There's also a statue of the guy who owns the town though, but they see the guy, he still like hasn't like aged, like over for a number of years, And the guy owns the name Edgar Fulgud, who was voiced by Clancy Brown. Um, they find out something is wrong, so they follow him, and they go to this underwater cave, and he has like glowing green eyes, and they think he's the one who's causing all this stuff though, but realizing that it's really the Kraken who's had this mind control over, it's like causing other people to take all this stuff, the cargo stuff they stole from the other ships, put under the ground, But then also it takes like control of some of the team, like um what was her name, oh was it I think it was Audrey. I think it was Audrey. The tough girl. Who's the mechanic of the group. She like gets mind control and is taken by the Kraken though. But Vinny throws a bomb. Lets her go. And they fall down into the sea. And then the Kraken also takes Vinny's control though. But Mole snaps him out. Also knocks him out by hitting him in the head with a wrench. So they fire torpedoes. Doesn't do good though. But they all fire. Um, they find another one of their own subs has been stuck there with a big missile on it. So they focus on all the missiles firing on that sub where the Kraken is close to it. And they do eventually succeed. They succeed, and all of a sudden the thing just disappears. And everyone's released from the control. The town is released from the control, and the guy Edgar is now turned to dust, and the village is now all happy once again. It's no longer foggy or anything, it's all sunshine now. So that ends the first segment, but also because sometimes Kita, who's never been up to the surface, who's never left Atlantis before, and that Milo's trying to show her some of the stuff that's never seen out in the real world before. Like earlier when they were on one of the ships, she's saying, what is this, And we the life preserver, try to tell her what it is, They say the first things, oh, is it a game, No, 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 But yeah, like those things, Like they could come into the next segment or technically another episode, It's out in the southwestern United States, an old guy got attacked by we assume it was like a dust cloud, but it was like coyotes, coyotes, glowing red eyes. So they met with Doctor Sweet, tried to explain everything, and so they go to this this antique shop, and another thing where that Kita doesn't understand why all this stuff, these weapons in a glass case, does weapons protect the glass case, or the glass case protects it, So they ask the owner by this guy named Ashton Carnaby, and ask him if he knows anything, and they suspect this something because the guy never told them that what was in this that was there was a crate that was taken from the old man's house, and it contained a pot, but he said pot though, but he never explained to them, so they suspect that he knows something about it, And also on their way, they met up with this old Indian guy, what kind of tribe, Um, I forget what kind of tribe though, but he's like, I'll just say the Indian guy, and he could like keep on disappearing on and off, when they get chased by the dust coyotes, and what happened next? I'm trying to figure what happened. I'm trying to figure what happened next. But I forget the one thing leads to another. They find a cave up in the mountains, and of course Carnaby he wants to know knows where this potty knows what it is, and he wants to go inside. Of course, wants to take stuff for himself and be rich, typical cliche, But they reach this island as a hidden village, and they found out that this there were symbols, that resembled the symbols from Atlantis, So they wonder how the stuff from Atlantis got all the way up over here, in this hidden village, Before they know that, though, Carnaby, throws some like sleeping gas, and ties them up, before he can take stuff away. That they get loose, and then the coyotes, dust coyotes, they surround Carnaby and they transform him into one of them, And they find out that the guy, the Indian guy, Jakashki, Jakashki, who's really also a spirit as well, and he trusts them that they'll keep this place a secret and never revealed anything, and it was they live more that the other stuff that which happens all three segments, of which has something related to leading up to Atlantis, like all the symbols and stuff, the Atlantans taught taught other tribes, to learn about their culture, Somebody promised to keep it the place a secret as well, So then they lead up to the last segment, or episode 3, So in the in a Whitmore's Mr. Whitmore is a place, he gets a relic gets stolen from her by a guy who was the guy was called by the name of Eric Hellstrom, who he dresses Odin because he's after what happened, he was a rich guy, and he was obsessed with the of Asgard, the gods, Asgard, Odin, stuff like that. And after what happened, there was an incident when the Wall Street crash, he lost all this money and he went completely insane. So he believes that he is now Odin. He dresses like Odin, everything like that, the two crows, and he takes a spear from Mr. Whitmore's place. It was which is an Atlantean spear, and so we bring up he wants to use it to track him down because he's gonna use the spear, I forget what the thing is called, but to bring the end of the world in Ragnarok, which is really the next Thor sequel, Thor Ragnarok, that comes out in the next couple of years, yeah, which is the end of the world of Ragnarok. So he wants to resurrect these two beasts, an ice beast, a giant ice beast, and a lava beast, which they track him down, which is all the way up in Iceland. I'm not sure what. I think it was Iceland. I believe it is, Iceland. So as they're all flying there, where they see, with his his castles, which is like supposed to be resemble like Asgard, but it's lifted floating up in the air, and it's guarded by the giant ice beast, it brings the plane down, but they get frozen, teleported all the way up to the castle, and um, Hellstrom calls Akita, his daughter, like the daughter of Odin, because he's still deluded, he's calling her that, but he gets rid of all the others though, but they plan to going back up there, Mole digs their way back in, but as they're heading leads them into a volcano where he resurrects the lava beast, while they try fighting off the ice beast as well, But then both of them are together, trying to bring both of them together. Both the two beasts holding the spear, and supposed to bring Ragnarok, but Kita he takes the spear, and what happened now? What happened? I guess I think she takes the spear and destroys the beast. I think. Yeah, because you can use it against one other one. The other lava heats up the ice monster, and the ice monster freezes the lava monster. I guess they both get destroyed like that, one way or the other, So after all that's over with, they just leave. Hellstrom because leave time to recover himself, because from his all this his deluded mind, So they bring the spear back to Atlantis, and but after all of her experience, Kita's experience from above the surface, she now knows they don't want Atlantis to hide from the human world now. So she uses the spear to rise Atlantis all the way up to the surface, back to the surface, and then everyone. It's like the first time in over thousands and thousands of years. It's now back up on the water again, and as everyone. All of our heroes, standing in front, looking out in the human world, back out in the world, So yeah, that's basically it. And once again, I do apologize, how my voice is because my throat, my sore throat has messed me up a lot, past couple of days though. That's why I haven't done a movie review for a few days though, but I want to get rest. But I decided I'd do one anyway because I don't want this to get in the way of what I like to do. So if all of you understood what I said, my low tone though, that's good, But I did the best I could doing a movie review, because I didn't want this to get in the way, I wanted to do another movie review and I did so anyway. I did the best I could, but I'm glad I'm doing this because I don't want to put this off for a while, just because until I get better though. But once again I do apologize though. But if also you understood what I said, and you've seen the film, and you understood what I said, good, But yeah, that's Atlantis, Milo's Return, and like I said, 3 segments, or technically the three episodes of the series, But that's too bad. I would like to see a series of this, or a sequel, or and I would also especially that crossover with Gargoyles as well, But that's too bad. If the first film made a lot more money, we probably would have got a series and sequel in that underwater attraction, But this is too bad though. But I I do like the film though. I do. The original voice cast, they all do a good job. The guy who James Arnold Taylor voices Milo. He does all right. And like I said, all the original cast, once again, they do good coming back. They do a good job as well. And the guy who did voice Cookie, who's not Jim Varney no more. It was well, he wasn't in it that much, you know, so he didn't have that much to say. So, um, yeah, but I do enjoy the film. So yeah, but anyone still hasn't seen it, check it out. I know, because if you do, this is like it's the 3 segments, or technically 3 episodes of the canceled TV series Team Atlantis. It's about closest to watching the series you're gonna get, you know. But yeah, but I do enjoy Atlantis: Milo's Return. It's a decent sequel. I do like the film though. So yeah, I'm glad I end this right here so I can get some rest, you know. But once again I do apologize though. But I will get better. But like I said, I just want to do it because I'm not gonna just get in the way of what I like to do, you know. So yeah, but that's my review for Atlantis: Milo's Return. Basically the end, also the end, sadly the end of the franchise, you know. Would have been more if the first one was a hit, made much more money. We would have gotten another sequel. Well, a sequel before this, and a TV series, you know, which I would like to see, especially I would like to see that Gargoyles crossover, you know. But that's too bad though, because I liked both the films though. First one is still better though, but I still like this film though. But like I said, thanks for watching, and take care, and stay tuned for the next movie review later.